Oh yeah, it's time. You will need a straw, a small didgeridoo. And you'll need some patience and determination and just the attitude that you're going to get it, okay? So you have this much air in your lungs, and as you blow out, by this stage you can make the basic sound for at least 20 seconds, right? Otherwise you're just going to get dizzy and fall over. So you can't keep a song going, keep a song going if you're always worried about where's your next breath going to come from. So you need to be totally cozy with keeping a sound going for 20 seconds and not getting tired at the end of those 20 seconds. And you've got this reservoir of this much air, right? So over 20 seconds. The point at which you do a circular breath might happen very rapidly. For certain rhythms. But to begin with, you just need to get the technique mastered. So it's a bit like juggling. If you ever tried juggling, like 1, 2, 3 is easy, 4, 5, 6 is a little bit harder, and keeping them all in exactly the same plane so that you're not running around the room is even harder. So there's this much air in your lungs. As you blow out, what you're going to do is keep a reservoir, so you've always got air in your body, and just top it up again, and then let that out and top it up. So you're like bellows, but you're multiple bellows, because those bellows can work from your tummy, they can work from the top of your chest, they can work from your cheeks. So you need that action blended with, which is tricky to do without a didge. Where's the didge? Here's one. Yeah, what is that? So you need that cheek action to keep the sound going. So when you begin, it's a bit, and this is why it's actually handy to go get a cardboard tube from a fabric shop, because you need one about an inch, inch and a half maximum diameter. No, even an inch. They'll just give you them free. You can paint it as you like, give it to a kid at the end of the day, and so that can come out quick, or it can be so that is going to make bubbles in your glass. As I said before, to build the muscles up, get a plastic tube from B&Q, like for under the sink. Fill the bath up, put the end in the water, and practice that, making bubbles in the bath to get your cheek muscles strong. Step 1, you do that, and then you just sniff. You can actually, don't worry if you breathe out your nose as well at the same time. That's okay. That's actually good, because eventually you will be circular breathing, and you're squeezing the cheeks to get air going out, but you might breathe in too much and you need to regulate, so you let air out as well. So just a squeeze and sniff, and then just relax and blow out again. That's it. Easy peasy. Too much air. Hold on. Right. Too much, yeah. So, from memory, don't think about it too much. All you're doing is squeezing your cheeks and sniffing. But because that's a fairly unnatural move, you're in the beginning, you're just building up muscle memory, so it becomes automatic. Okay? I seem to remember, just watch the bubbles and don't think too much. And then you suddenly realise you've been doing it for 5 minutes, and then it's just a question of doing the old Yoda trick. There is no try. There's a didge, there's a didge, different size, no try, just do. Okay? When you begin, actually I'm going to get a different didge. Where's the small one? Try this one. This one is one of the versions of a didgeridoo that started coming on the scene via Thailand and places like that, where it's not split in half and chiseled out and put together, which you can find some really, really fine musical instruments, like the one I've got there, which is for sale. One in the background, that one. But these are drilled out. Still great fun. It doesn't feel the same as a bloodwood didge or a eucalyptus didge, of which there's many types, stringy bark, etc., etc. So it's tricky to breathe out again once you've started. So it comes from eventually you don't need the cheeks to do it. In fact, circular breathing the cheeks in adds its own bounce, and to get that that bounce, go and look at Breathwood. Breathwood. He does really good bounce breath and double bounce breath. Yeah. He's described it so well. Yeah, go and look at Breathwood for that. Then notice the sound goes up and down, right? There will be, as that happens, there'll be a little kink in the sound, but that becomes the rhythm. You put that where you want the rhythm, and you can have it before or after where you want the emphasis to be. That's more advanced. So are you pushing and then breathing? And that's more advanced. But to begin with, get yourself a glass of water, squeeze your cheeks, and breathe in. And whenever you feel like it, just keep blowing what you've breathed in. But don't blow it all out so that you're gasping for a breath. Only breathe out until you're half empty or half full of air, and then top yourself up again. And if you top yourself up too much, breathe out through your nose to regulate it. Just watch. You'll get the hang of it, and then just transfer it to that.